I will be walking you through the Mimi hearing test today. It is an application on the iPhone looking like this, Mimi hearing test. And so you're going to go to your Apple Store or App Store. In the bottom right corner, click Search. And then in the top, you're going to start typing in Mimi hearing test, M-I hearing test, and it should come up as one of the first things that you see. So you'll click on that. And then it will be one of the first apps that come up. You can see here, it's this Mimi hearing test. I've already downloaded it, so it says open, but it should say get on your phone, and you'll select that. It will take you to the Mimi hearing test main application page. This is where you can download it and get some more information. Once it's done downloading, press open, and this is what you'll see. So you'll press take 6-minute test. And then here it's going to ask a couple questions. First, what's your motivation to take the hearing test? Go ahead and just put, I'm curious about my hearing, the first green button there. After that, it's going to ask you, do you often ask people to repeat what they just said? Either way, you can say yes, you can say no. I'm going to press no here. And then it's going to ask you to find a quiet place, and that's because it wants to make sure there's no background noise in the hearing test to distract you or to keep you from hearing the sounds. So you might need to move around to make sure that this little needle gets down to the green area. Being in a closet or in a quiet room is helpful, so I'm walking around and making sure that I'm in a quiet area, and you'll see that needle will move and go down. Once it's there, you can press continue. It's also okay if you're kind of slightly between that green and yellow line. So next, it's going to ask you to connect your headphones to the device. You can either use Bluetooth or actual plug-in headphones. And until it notices that you've got something plugged in, it won't allow you to continue. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my Bluetooth headphones here. And as soon as it notices that it's attached, it will allow me to continue. So I'll press continue. And now it wants to know what kind of headphones you went ahead and plugged in. You can have in-ear, over-the-ear, on the ear. If you don't know, you can click that, but this will help it calibrate. I'm going to select in-ear. You can see there's a green ring around the Apple AirPods. That means it's calibrated to those Apple AirPods, so you can use that. If it's something else, that's okay. Just select what you have. And now it wants you to change the volume so that that little dot is in the 50%. So you'll just use your up and down volume buttons on the side of your phone to do that. Once you're at that 50%, press continue. So now here's the instructions. You're going to press a button when you hear a sound, and you're going to let go of that green box on the screen when you can no longer hear it. So when you hear a sound, you press, the whole box turns green. So I can hear, and then it went away. And so I took my thumb off the button, and I'm going to keep doing that. Now you won't hear anything here in this recording because I have it in my headphones, but I'm pressing when I hear a sound, letting go when I do no longer hear a sound. And this will happen for your left ear, and then it will switch to your right ear or vice versa. Sometimes it will start with the right ear as well. So you'll just go through this. It does take a little bit of time, but at the end, it's going to give you a profile of information. So it will tell you a little bit of more info, but what we want is a true graph or an audiogram of your results. So in the bottom right corner, you'll click test results. You can see I've got a lot here, but under completed hearing tests, you'll click on that and you should get a graph like so. This graph is what is important. This is called an audiogram. These are true to my hearing results in a booth, and so now I want to send them to myself. So in the top right corner, I click that little square with the arrow up, and it sent me an email with those results. So those results are what you'll send to your physician at Dallas Ear.